everybody. My name is Shoshana. Can you just give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen? Okay, awesome. Thanks. So I work with Literacy Academy Collective. I supervise professional learning, and we have founded the first public school in the country to support students with language-based learning needs like dyslexia. And we also do state advocacy for students with reading challenges. And the tool that I'm going to present, I'm showing an example that I built in PlayLab, which is an AI-enabled tool. I've also built the same tool in ChatGPT, but I thought it might be interesting to see a tool in a different platform. And this is a vocabulary lesson builder, and it's to help our teachers to quickly develop a vocabulary lesson to kind of automate their workflow and to make it a little bit faster. So I'm going to show you how it works. So first, teachers just kind of enter some preliminary information. So I'm going to say this is for a fourth grade class. Because of the space that we're in, the vocabulary word that we're going to focus on is technology, and the name of the unit is Smart Tech Explorers. And you can also see on my screen, especially since we first developed this, teachers are more comfortable with using AI, but I did develop a video tutorial to show people how to use the tool. So if folks don't quite feel comfortable, you can see there's like this little learning page, this start page that they can use. So I'm going to click start. And of course, it's giving me an error. So let's see if I can get it going. I'm going to reprompt it. Okay. So it's asking me to send a 1 to 2 sentence summary of the unit. So I'm going to say students will learn about how to use tech responsibly. And here we go. So it now builds out a routine. I've asked it to build out a routine where each individual slide is kind of provided to the teacher in advance. This is built on research on effective vocabulary instruction. And so each one of these slides, the teacher can basically take the information from the slide and pop it into a PowerPoint deck or a Google deck, depending on what their preference is. Right, so you can see there's like this whole sequence where the teacher first introduces the word. There are sentences that the tool has developed for them to use the vocabulary word in context. Then we have some check for understanding questions. So the teacher is actually working with the students for them to use the word in context, which is one of the important hallmarks for actually taking in and understanding and having long-term retention of new vocabulary words. So then the tool is asking, would you like to adjust or revise any section of the routine? I'm going to say no. And then it kind of gives me a little bit of a heads up, like while this tool can't provide images for safety reasons, the teacher can find those images on their own. In the version that I built on ChatGPT, it actually does generate images for teachers, and then it provides a blank lesson plan template that the teacher can then pop all of this information into. So that's the tool. And then I'm just going to show super quickly on the back end how I build this, because I think that it's interesting. So you can see here, this is just the workflow that I used, and I found it helpful when building like custom GPTs to really provide a very clear workflow. Number one, I think it's helpful for the AI, but it's also helpful for me as a builder when I see that there's some kind of an error, or like when the AI decides to go off and do its own thing. It's much easier for me to fix at the point of error, so I can figure out like, oh, there's an error happening in step 4, and then I can go in and kind of reprompt it and pull it back from the dark side. And I'll drop the link to the in the chat just in case anybody wants to check it out.